This cult inspired the horror movie Orphan, and it is just incredibly messed up. This movie that traumatized me greatly as a child. So, trigger warning, buckle in, this is going to be a wild, wild ride, guys. Klára Mírová was born in Czechoslovakia in 1975, and she always struggled with mental health issues, depression, grandiosity, feeling like God was calling her on some great and grand mission. Her younger sister Katerina also shared in these delusions, and they were obsessed with it. It took over their entire lives. And even though Klára went away to university, she still couldn't escape this idea that God was beckoning her on a quest. Klára ended up being able to live somewhat of a normal life for a short period of time. She was married and had 2 kids, but soon enough, her weird delusions began coming forward and her marriage ended and she was left with her 2 boys. And don't get me wrong, she loved her kids. She spent enough time with them, she nurtured them, but her loneliness was almost too much to take. So she sought after her sister, and her sister moved in with her and her sons. You might be thinking, Kelsey, this doesn't sound that bad. But shit hit the fan. Well, along came this bundle of joy. Barbara, who was a 33-year-old woman that suffered from a rare disease. This disease caused her to take the appearance of a 12-year-old. And boy, did she take advantage of that. She posed as a schoolboy to get out of legal issues and trouble that she found herself in, and just take advantage in general. She befriended Katerina and Klára and basically started validating the delusion going on in their heads. The sisters agreed to join the Grail cult, which is based heavily off of the Holy Grail, and it says that its members are not weighed down by morals or taboos such as incest, cannibalism, and murder. All of that's okay in the Grail cult. The members around the world were led by a mysterious figure called the Doctor, who also supported slavery along with all those other things. So, horrible! Klára ended up shaving off all of her hair, her eyebrows, she dressed in rags, and stopped showering, and it was supported by Barbara and her sister Katerina. This is where things get really bad. Barbara convinced Klára that her children weren't normal, and they needed to be punished severely. So Klára ordered a cage from a local blacksmith and placed her children inside of the cage. The boys would remain inside that cage for over a year. And this is where the trigger warning comes in. They were brutally tortured, as in they were whipped, they were starved, they were drowned, they were sleeping in their own feces. And I'm sorry to do it, part 2 up right away.